Hey, 6 o'clock Tuesday had the biggest sale ever. I don't know, man. It's a bit fishy. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff. I want to go over why I think it's fishy. Some of these sales. I also just want to pop into. I was curious if these guys are going live. I know Jeff Wilson is live right now. I was kind of gonna start that way. Get my thoughts together. They are not live today. Isn't it normally Tuesday, 5 days ago? I don't know what the hell's going on. So let's go back to Sports Card Investor because he's live. We'll check him out. What else are we going to do? I've had a lot more time to process the Kevin O'Leary buying the card with Shine. They own investment company, Secure Collectibles what does it say? Lending, private sales, and sourcing. I mean, that just seems a little weird. Why did the card why did it sell for so much damn money? Why did it beat the second biggest, highest card ever by $300,000? That's kind of rare. I mean, that's kind of fishy. That kind of it's so clean. It felt like the true goal here was to be the most expensive card all time. And let's not go too high. It's a lot of money, but it felt like, as I've looked at it a little further, is this was a headline. This is they own a lot of this basketball stuff already. They want to make sure it can stay lifted. It was good PR. A lot of big companies, Yahoo, Reuters, this Jeff Wilson buy clicks. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that's without a doubt. I mean, from an interview recently, I realize I've come to the realization those YouTube channels exist as a business move. It does. These 322 people watching, 100 of them might buy product, and it's instant. It's good to keep them relevant. It's not about the YouTube channel. It's 100% about staying relevant and bringing them in a stream of card business. Kobe and Jordan would be considered cult goats whenever there's that. Bro, $13 million. Corey, you're not talking about a $700 card. You're not talking about a $7,000 card. Why, when Jordan dies, does it sell for more? There's so much Jordan memorabilia, so much Jordan shit you could buy. What makes this bigger than everything? I'd spend $13 million on the Jordan NBA Finals jersey. I'd spend $13 million on his on a Jordan shoes that he wore in Game 5. That's not even worth $13 million. What the hell's going on? It makes no sense. I disagree with you. I think it's way too high of a card price. I think that it's way too clean. That they wanted this to be the highest sale all time. It's very hush hush. It was through Heritage Auctions. Don't know the seller. Apparently had the card a decade. Don't know the seller. Atlanta Showbillies. But yes, those channels, I've realized, dude, it's not about YouTube. It's about bringing in that stream of, even if it's small, that stream of business keeps them relevant. Yeah, Sam, I agree. I just don't, I also think, like, I want to watch this video and comment as we watch, because there's a lot of things Kevin O'Leary said that after the fact I've watched it a couple times.
So
I don't, he mentions how, sports cards are going in hedge funds. I call bullshit. I call huge bullshit. Go to some of those hedge funds. You can see what's in their portfolio. It ain't sports cards. And when you sit down at the table and you present sports cards, which is not a product, it can't do anything with it. I think it's a huge gap between what Kevin O'Leary's saying is fact, that it's institutionalized. No. It took a long time. It took over a decade. Before Bitcoin to become institutionalized and went up and up and up. Sports card singles, if you're in the know, have gone down and down and down the past 5 years. I don't see when there's other things to compete with, why would institutionalized money? I mean, Kevin O'Leary said he's putting 5% of his money. 5.99. Okay, why does institutionalized money want to even flirt with this? I mean, when that's a large amount of money, could go somewhere else and do so much better. It just, some people have mentioned, I don't think it's an experiment. I think it was a very tactical strategy I mean, let's go look at Shine's collection. Breaking news, prominent collector Shine. This is a year ago. He was going to put his valued at approximately 70 million, 70 total cards. Yep, that's a million cards. So that's how much money. And by the way, a lot of the deals he's done for these cards have been with Kevin O'Leary and that other guy. I think his name's Warsaw. Let me double check real quick. I'm pretty sure it's Warsaw. So, they already have so much money put in. They need to make sure that money does not fall in half. And what better way to make sure that this doesn't go tremendously down? Well, hey, let's create buzz for a modern card that's the most expensive of all time. I didn't have a chance. I want to know how much this sold for. This is LeBron Kobe logo, man, 1-1. Apparently, they own that. What did this sell for? It didn't sell for 13 million. I couldn't, I'm looking at sales here. We have this third 12.9, 12.6. I think there's a few not on here. There was a Babe Ruth card. Maybe this is the Babe that sold for 7 million. I'm not sure, but another 7 million. No basketball in sight. Is this? I don't think that's the one Logan Paul bought, but it very well could be. So now it's the people that you want to trust. 71-year-old Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary's 71. He's, he got fooled by FTX just a few years ago. Tom Brady doesn't have a clue. He's in everything. He knows how to throw a fucking football. He knows how to call some plays. What's up, Annoy? It's unregulated. I'm just, the more I think about it, the more a lot of regulars here. SDRG, Bargain Boxer, Tom, what's up? Steve the Taxman. I believe this will push people into risking money on those. Hey, maybe, Steve. I think people aren't as stupid as they think. That's what I think. It's all going to fail. I really and all the money is against me. All the money is against what I think. I also think it's going to fail. I don't think in 10 years, I plan on still being here talking about this stuff. I don't think it will. I think that $13 million card will fail. I think people that bought Luka, the Luka card, where is it? Let's scroll down at 4 million, 4.6. He hasn't done jack shit in his career. I love Luka. I'm a Laker fan. Still hasn't won an NBA title. Been to one. I'm sure, but there's a lot of competition in the NBA. There was $1 million Anthony Davis card. Like these cards are. I know that's not MJ and Kobe. That's fair. It's not MJ Kobe, but it's just a lot of fucking money. This card's not worth 4 million. So my other point is someone moves in and spends 4 million on a card like this, there's no way this card is worth 4 million anymore. Why would you stay in sports cards? People have been burnt. People were burnt. The last 5 years, there was a 2-year period from 2020 to 2021, maybe 2022, where anything you bought just went up and up and up, and you couldn't lose. And even if you were a dumbass, you were going to make money. Every card went up for a 2-year run. And the last 3 years, it's pretty much done the exact opposite. Every card has, I had that example of a Kyler Murray, 46,000 in 2021, 46,000. It was about 4,000 in 2024. And this year, 2025, 1,700. Why does anyone in their right mind stay putting big money into sports cards? These guys already have a ton of money. These guys already own every big NBA card you can think of. Is this going to take me through the collection? No, just 3 cards. Here, this one sold for what? 1.8. Now, no auto, but what are we, babies? I mean, just the auto all of a sudden, oh my God, like they've autographed a lot of things. I mean, is what's more valuable, this card or a Michael Jordan Finals jersey autographed? Like, I don't know, man. That's of NBA Finals. He only played in so many. Here's the other thing. Why are there so many stipulations? The price was so close, too close to the record holder mantle 52. I find it odd that it beat it out so close. It's too clean. The goal seemed to be the highest bought card ever. That's what I feel. The buyers are, as my students would say, boy, is that sus. When I found out who the buyers were, of course it's Shine and Kevin O'Leary. This isn't new money coming into cards. This isn't a one person, a different group. This is they've been doing this 3 years. Shine it presents it as if it's something it's not. And he's targeted people that don't have a clue. I mean, where do I have that video up? I think I do have that video up. I love this. This was part of I mean, this is what he presents it as. This is who he's selling cards to. He clearly got Kevin O'Leary to listen. He clearly, you know, they've reached him, and Michael Rubin have reached Tom Brady, but these people are easily, you know, I would be curious for someone in finance, a Warren Buffett of the world, someone really, really deep in finance to do a humongous deep dive on this. I don't think I think, let's put it this way, I think what they would have to say would back me 100%. This is all some bullshit. You know, I just, God, and all the money's against me. You know, a lot of big money's against me. But Messi 101, Ronaldo. I mean, these guys don't have a clue. He's explaining to them what's in the product, how they autograph cards, they're circulated around the world. He makes it sound so grand. It's such bullshit.
The guy that did the research, but we bought it together. Yes, we did.
Right now, we're looking for like a Messi 101, Messi 101, Ronaldo 101, a Messi Holland dual autograph patch 101, and these materials in the card are worn from jerseys they won.
These materials in the card are worn from jersey. Bro, that's been going on since the 90s, and it doesn't add any fucking value. Nobody cares. The logo man happens to be a 101 special. It's such bullshit. It's nobody. All of a sudden, people are going to start caring. You're going to tell me enough people are going to come in the hobby that all of a sudden these buyers are clueless. And look what they're wearing. I mean, look at this. Is just so. Hey, there's me. Hold up.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't really talk to. I don't want to get in. One side of my family is very LA. Don't really talk to them. This is it. All fake, all bullshit, all about having the nicest watch, all about driving the nicest car, all fake. Look at this. Look at these people in the background watching. I always thought, man, is this comfortable? Anyone in the chat? I guess there's 44 people. Anyone rich enough to dress like this where you just wear the shoe and no sock? I never understood that. Seems disgusting. Smelly, stinky, sweaty, slimy, scammy, desperate. Just catching up on chat. Card called. Been collecting for over 35 years. Once I heard boutique, I knew the end was near. At least we all feel the same way. You know, we all feel the same way. But they are definitely pushing hard. 13 million is a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money. I'm in sweatpants. Don't look at me. I usually don't wear a dress with the high. All right, hold up. I do. What's that up? Here. I've wanted to kind of listen to this and respond as we go because there's just so many things. God, look at this. Their social media just dives right into it. He's live right now. I wouldn't mind checking that out live, see what they're talking. The only rarity is Kobe is dead. However, Kobe has signed thousands of autos during his life. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a 101 logo, man, from 2008, 7. I mean, it's not even close to their rookie year. Kobe's rookie in 96. Jordan's is he retired by that point? Yeah, he is retired by that point. Let's play this. I don't know. I'm kind of flirting. I want to watch I want to see what the Jeff Wilson lives are so bad. I kind of just want to. Let's dive in there real quick.
Yeah, that's kind of an expensive one. That's interesting.
So we got 350. He's been going for over an hour. It's a 2-hour live, and it's just not good. Not good. If you're a Dan Patrick fan,
it must be like some type of national short print. So we actually get a lot of like $30 to $50 ones, and then it jumps up to that.
Nobody told him Wemby was overprinted and worthless. These are the Halloween cards. These are the Halloween cards. This whole thing costs $30. Now the 10 selling for 30. I have a few of these. I love that product because it was like $35-$40 for 90 packs. And I got every rookie I needed. It was a fun to open packs ones. I think 3 cards. I was just curious to chat here. Get him a body bag. Tops now one dual. Hey, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got married. Or not married, engaged. Did you guys see the I'm not going to play it here, but damn if you didn't see it. I mean, it's everywhere. Raja Rampage, almost wrestler. Raja Rampage, Rampage reacts to son beating up wrestler. I mean, there's videos on videos on videos. I can't stop. I mean, it's this guy's a jerk. This guy's something's wrong. You know, Rampage Jackson. So I would be curious what Chael Sonnen has to say about it. Most UFC fighters have come out against it. When you're a fighter, you know this is like, dude. I mean, that's so respect. What I don't understand what he missed in the whole. I mean, there is an honor to being a fighter. You can't. This is so jacked up. I mean, most people are saying he'll do jail time, I'd assume, but there's just video on video of it. If you haven't seen it, definitely an interesting story. Some little beef, fake beef for work, and then he goes in and just yeah, it was terrible. So, anyways, it was. I'm assuming you've heard this story by now. If not, yeah, go check a video. Maybe we'll watch a video here.
In between. Okay. Let's do T-Bot. Any features or things you want to show off of Mark Movers tonight before we take a few more audience questions? And guys, don't forget we got trivia coming up in 35 minutes.
Trivia? What is this? Trivia. They saw I was doing trivia for a few weeks now. I know I'm not the only guy doing trivia. How bad is their trivia going to be? How good is their trivia going to be? They got a wheel. How exciting. They have 363 people in here for what? They've been going over an hour and a half. I have 50 people. We have 50 people in here. Hell yes, Paul. Hell yes, Tom. I mean, we're a third of the way, and I'm not giving shit away. No, we're not a third. We're a sixth, seventh of the way.
Trivia with a $100 Cards HQ gift card on the line. You don't want to miss that. So be ready for that in 35 minutes.
The only thing I'll say is we have some updates to the mobile app that we've been working on.
We have some updates to the mobile app. This is terrible. Sorry. Okay, let's go. I do want to respond. I want to, whether you find it boring, exciting, I want to make some points to this video that I just think are bullshit. By the way, in the comments, do me a favor. I want to add more to this. I want to help build my case. I was kind of hoping I could help build my case right now, or the case. The price was way too close. It's too clean. They wanted to be the highest spot card ever. The buyers, sus. How about the sellers remain unknown? I want to add more to that. I really want to add more to the red flags with this sale. I'd love to make a follow-up video. Wait, no giveaway. So I'm actually doing trivia night tomorrow night, and I'm doing a giveaway. Don't know what the fuck I'm giving away yet. $40, $50 slabbed cards. So I have no idea what I'm giving away yet. I'll have to figure that out tomorrow. But I am doing trivia tomorrow. This is such a big story, so interesting. I did want to come. How do you have 400,000 subscribers and 100,000 views on your uploaded videos and can't sniff 1%? Not even, I mean, 1%. Jesus Christ, someone do the math. What do you have, 350 people in there on 400,000 subscribers? I mean, that's like, he can't even sniff 0.001% of his subscribers. And the fact that I talk with Chris Seawall, baseball card collector investor, and some insight I got from his channel. And basically he just said it very bluntly that yes, they do it for the card business. It does help. It keeps them relevant. It keeps, hey, when I'm going to sell cards, if you're not making content, how do they know to sell cards to you? How do they know to come buy cards from you? So this 350 people in here, maybe half of them are customers. And if they do it next month, then it's different people. Half, they're customers. So it keeps it's not about, it's definitely fake. I don't even think they care. It's clear he doesn't care. I mean, it's just the numbers are so ridiculous. It's clear they don't care. They're leaning heavy into it, but they are fake. I want to know who the second bidder was. Absolutely. There's another one. Who was that? Who were, sure. Who else was bidding this crazy amount? Because nobody was. It was BS. Fugazi. I love that term. BS, bullshit, fake. Secure collectibles. This guy was hard to watch. I hate that Instagram, you can't rewind the video. I think that's so poor. It might be user error, but I've been trying for few times now, at different times. I think it's so rare, but that you can't rewind. But all salespeople, just all salespeople. This card is also in Shine's collection. This card, I'm sure, is bought August 6, 2022, about 3 years ago. O'Leary said he's been buying these cards, partnering with Shine for about 3 years. So I'm guessing these three men are in on the same card. This was for $1.7 million, a 1-of-1 game used logo, man. This has Kobe, LeBron, and MJ. You know, I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that. And this was a 1.7 million by the same guys. They want to make sure they don't, their investments don't tank. They want to make sure to keep the hobby relevant, big. This made waves, but in the news cycle, sure, CBS made a story on this. Yeah, CNBC made a story. Yahoo made a story. Bleacher Report, ESPN, and it's gone. No one's gonna, it's not like this is huge impact. Oh my God, I gotta. Oh, and I also call BS on the hedge fund and institutionalized money. They don't just move into things. It doesn't work that way. There is a lot of competition and they need to make sure they show their shareholders that they're making money. They're not sitting on some 10, 15, 20 years like they're saying they're gonna do. Fractionalize. Didn't I write that down? Yeah, fractional ownership already tried. This was tried when everyone was in the hobby, when it was at its peak. Fractional ownership was tried and it failed. And I think that's what they're leaning. That's what they want to move to, this fractional ownership. Hey, let's big money cards. They get in hedge funds. Bullshit. I still want to respond to this. Let's watch it.
We told you just a little while ago about a wreck.
By the way, how's the volume? I'd assume the volume is fine when he's talking. Hey, Tim D, we got the Wolf Guy shirt. STGRG. I just find the more I look into the sale, the more I think about it, the more I process it. Yesterday when I made the video, I was still processing a lot. I worked all day. I was interviewing Chris Seawall yesterday. So I mean, my mind was just everywhere. And the more I got into it, the more I realized that, oh damn, they are just making sure their shit doesn't fail. That's really what this is about, and make it look good.
Record-breaking price for this card. Take a look at it. It features Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
All right. Goddamn, I keep getting sidetracked. Tom, I appreciate you. Hit the bell. I go live so randomly, I just feel like it, kind of spur of the moment. So the way to know I'm going live is if you hit the bell. It is a little annoying. I'm just being honest. It'll give you a notification on YouTube when I have a new video. And it'll do it when I go live. So, anyways, it is a way. But I wanted to respond to this comment by Annoy. They want to create an ETF. Cards will represent 5% of the ETF. I'd be very curious what the other 95% of the ETF is. Interesting. I'd be very, very curious if they make it sports-based, not cards, something that's actual value, along with this logo, man. That's interesting. That's interesting. I would say I would want to know more. It will be interesting to see how the auction moves 84 star and 86 Fleer Jordan. Wayne, welcome, man. I haven't seen you before, Wayne. I don't think it will. I think this was such a bullshit one-time thing that the more I think about, like, why, like the demographic that buys those cards, like Kevin O'Leary said, he didn't do any of the research. It's all Shine. People of that ilk, they don't know, and people like us. Yeah, man, I'd rather have the 84 star Jordan. I'd rather have the 86 Fleer Jordan auto than this. I'd rather have, my Grail card, the card I love more than anything, is the Dr. J, Magic, and Bird. It happened to be Bird and Magic won 8 titles in the 80s. They saved the NBA. Magic came in. I'm a huge Laker fan. He came in 80 and won a championship as a rookie. Kareem gets hurt for game 6 on the bench, and Magic wins the game with the Lakers. I mean, this is star stuff if this happened today. So that triple auto is what, $4,000, $5,000. I mean, a 10-10 or whatever the highest grade is a lot more money, but I still think and maybe I'm just the old guy on the corner.
And sold for $12.9 million over the weekend. This is the most ever paid for a sports card. We didn't know who had bought said card. Nobody knew. It was an anonymous purchase.
I made it such a mystery. Oh, the mysterious card.
Of that card. And we want to welcome them on the broadcast. We literally organized this in the last 10 minutes. Kevin O'Leary, You are the buyer.
Paul, I completely. Oh, Kevin O'Leary and his. The sale won't affect 99% of the market. Agree. And this card, why? Some people few people have commented. So there is a little tiny portion that believe when Jordan dies, the card goes up. I call no. I mean, who was the other bit? Who else was bidding on this damn thing so high?
Of that card, sir?
I'm one of three. We formed a syndicate, so we didn't have to compete with each other. Matt Allen, Paul Warshaw, both legends in the hobby. Shine is the nickname.
Shine. Someone comment anything with Shine, you should be skeptical. Absolutely. I like this comment. Digitally distributed. I don't even know why he mentioned that. I would assume that's what he's been fed. He doesn't know. That's what he's being fed. It's a digital thing. It's all digital. It stays in a vault. PSA just said they have over 1 million cards in their vault. Oh my God. So I think that's just something he's being fed.
Matt Allen, he was the guy that did the research, but we bought it together. Yes, we did. And I'm very proud to own it. I've been looking at this asset class now for 3 years. It's an extraordinary return, as you just said yourself on your own card.
Yeah, so hold on, but so you've been looking at this specific card. Do you own a lot of other basketball cards?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do, with confidence. This helped make sure that those basketball cards, those modern that look like this, a lot of the similar cards, that they hold a value. I think that's their goal here. And the price of the card is so weird that it sold for so close. I really think there's an argument to be made. They wanted headlines. They wanted this to be the most expensive card all time. That was the point. Had nothing to do. The bidding up was probably, it's hard to say fake. It's heritage auctions. I mean, that's a big time crime, but it's weird, man. It's kind of weird.
We do. We've been very, very specific. I've kind of looked at the research back in contemporary art and modern art. The majority of the capital gains accrue to the rarest Pollocks or, Warhol's pieces that are extraordinarily priced.
Okay, so those people are the people that painted those. They're okay. Maybe you could argue that's Jordan and Kobe, but very talented. They've lived on through history. Jordan and Kobe, maybe, but this was made by Upper Deck, Exquisite. I mean, it wasn't. I have a hard time. Maybe. I don't think most of us are in it for it to be high-end art. Could there be a market where that ends up? Where Logan Paul, Tom Brady, and Kevin O'Leary, CryptoZoo and FTX all over again.
You think, and then you wait a decade and look at them again see you get extraordinary capital gains. It's a very thin market, but as an alternative asset class, I'm all in it.
He's all in on an alternative asset class. It worries me.
So had you guys all teamed up in advance, or were you all looking at the card and then decided, that you needed to team up because the price was either going to get too high or you wanted to keep
it was like, why are, Jesus, all three, we all teamed up so we didn't have to bid against each other. Another lie. They've been teaming up. I mean, maybe that was it 3 years ago, but say that they've been teaming up to build this collection. The Arizona Diamondbacks owner owns an amazing vintage, and there's a lot of people that own these crazy collections. Shine is one of them. The difference is Shine is really banked on a lot of this modern NBA stuff.
Paul Warshaw, the guy that I mentioned is in the syndicate, got me into the hobby about 3 years ago. I was a business partner with him, and I just started, and I thought it was nuts. I said, why would anybody pay $1 million for a piece of cardboard? He said, you don't get it.
So which side's right? Was his old thinking right? Or did the 71-year-old, 71, and I've watched Shark Tank my whole life. I think Shark Tank's been on 20 years. I'm 40. So since 20, he's made some bad deals before. And I think he got a little bit taken here.
I slowly kept looking at the numbers. I'm the analytical guy in the group. I just kept looking at the numbers.
I want to know what numbers you're looking at, Kev. I want to know.
Those two guys are crazy hobbyists, but together We did do that. We stayed up till 3 in the morning on Saturday night. One of Matt, or Shine as he's called, was in Spain. Warshaw was in Miami.
Fuck you guys. Yep.
And we got together on a Zoom, and my wife thinks I'm nuts. I can tell you that. She just went to bed saying, this is too crazy. You guys are all crazy. And I woke up with her the next day, and we owned the card.
I want him. He's going to talk right here. This is what I want to, the point I want to make. He talks so easily that hedge funds are looking at putting sports cards in, institutional money. It's not that easy. Explaining to them to put their money here when you could be putting in AI, when you could put it in crypto, when you put it in real estate, when you put it in proven commodities, it's not easy. It's not as easy as he's making it seem.
Kevin, great to see you. It's Will here. What do you think is driving the incremental values for this? Because it is different from those classic old pieces of art that could be hung in.
Seth, I'd be curious. You mentioned Nat has a lot to gain. Is it just, I'd be curious for you to go a little deeper into that in your comments. Cause I want to know what you're thinking there. Nat had a lot to gain for this card to break the record. I don't think you're wrong, but I'd like to know a little more what you're thinking there.
In a museum and tons of people will come and pay and see. This is shared between three of you. You're not even really going to be looking at. Do you think it's just driven by
these guys? Don't understand. The people that are interviewing him are on that. This is not financial stuff. It's not. I so badly want some financial advisor, a good big one, to do a deep dive analytical on this stuff. They would laugh. They would laugh.
The growing 1% or 0.1% of wealth at the top end that has more money to spend, or not?
No, I think it's getting institutional in nature in terms of.
I think it's getting. He asks if it's the wealthy, the top 0.01%. No, his response is he thinks it's. Did he go to the National? Show me how it's a circus. It is a circus.
Hedge funds, high net worth, etc. Remember these.
From my research, Paul Warshaw got, at least by that pulled pack guy, this dude right here. This guy is the guy that introduced him to sports cards about 5 years ago. Paul Warshaw apparently is a rich entrepreneur. Let's put it that way. The third man. We could duplicate this real quick. And we can go here. I don't use Instagram that much, but if we go to Shine 150, we could show you the photo of these guys. Did I fuck that up? Where's that card? Oh, this is a LeBron Jordan. I want to know how much he spent on this. He's saying he pulled it. Well, that wraps up 2023. This card has been unearthed for the past 15 years. Huh. Jordan Kobe right here. This is them at 3 a.m. Spain, Miami, and wherever the hell. What's the bid there? 10.6? Who was bidding 10? Nat Turner? Was that? I mean, you guys are saying maybe it's Nat Turner is the other bidder. Here's the three gentlemen here. This is the guy you're asking about, Paul Warshaw. As far as he's a wealthy entrepreneur, as far as I understand, who's been taken by this man in the middle named Shine 150 Matt Allen. Oh, how luxury. How luxury. Let's check back on their live.
A lot of lessons as time goes on, buying, selling, trying to do deals, but you can shorten your learning curve through education. There's a ton of great resources. Obviously, we've done a lot of stuff on YouTube. There's a whole, sports card investing 101 series of videos.
Is he going to mention anyone else? He has friends in the space. All those guys in the fantasy football team league, Mike Fish and Hambone, Sports Card Dad, He's not going to give them a minute of airtime, not even 10 seconds.
Goes Teapot on the Market Movers channel, on this Market Movers channel on YouTube, does educational style videos every single.
Oh, okay. In fairness, this is their Market Mover channel, which has 50,000 subs. Still a lot of subscribers, but they want to push this one a little.
A week. We do a lot of deep dives on the Jeff Wilson.
We, no sports card dad, no fishing Mike, none of his other buddies that he's met in the industry, none of them. He has not pumped one of them. It's all about every other city we go, every other video. Nah, sorry.
Wilson Show channel
He's a
as
hoe.
well, which is a whole separate channel. So if you go on YouTube to the Jeff Wilson Show channel, there's some videos with Teapot and I together, and
Teapot, me, Jeff Wilson channel. You suck.
some where I'm doing solo videos on different educational topics. I would just try to educate yourself. If you're more of a reader, we wrote a
What book? We wrote a book. We wrote a dummies book because you're dummies.
Sports card
Dude,
collection.
this is sad. He has lots of people in this space that he could easily say, hey man, this guy makes good videos. He's saying education is important, but only if you're gonna watch me and buy from me. And
And investing for dummies. And it's not just our stuff. There's a lot of other great resources out there as well for you to read, for you to follow, a lot of free education.
Didn't mention one of them though. He has a lot of friends. He has a lot of homies in this content space. Didn't give one of them a shout.
Educate yourself. And then I would say just start doing it. If you're going to put big money into it, go after the real iconic cards, the safe stuff, right? Because you're less likely to get burned.
All right, I've had enough. Some people don't like this song. I don't give a shit.
Atlanta Shillbillies, yeah, we run this HQ. Sports Card HQ, we see right through you. Atlanta Shillbillies breaking every view.
It's the truth. It's the truth. No justice. They're not. When they mention the card, I think they talk about the $130 million sale, $13 million sale in the beginning. Nothing. No spec. No. Just how great, how wonderful, how beautiful. I really do want to add more to this red flags list. So far, if you've just joined us, I find the sale to just beat the previous record sale. It's very fishy. If they wanted this card to be the most expensive card ever sold, that's what they wanted. That's why the price hit that. If the most expensive card ever sold was 22 million, it would have sold for 22.5. If the most expensive card was 5 million, it would have sold for 5.5. The buyer's extremely fishy. Extremely fishy. Fractional ownership already failed. The seller remains unknown. Who else was bidding this crazy amount? The Bitcoin Chad, welcome. Comments keep disappearing. No clue. Laugh out loud tops equals Picasso. I know, right? Right? That's why I'm saying, bro. Damn, I'm 10 minutes behind in the chat. Let me go all the way down. Calvin Hobbs. We got some new people here. Even thought, hold on, let me read that. Even thought a one-of-one $13 million for a card made in this century is absurd. Calvin, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sports Card Dad cereal, my lord, you could buy any of for this right price for sure. I can get a few of these dudes in a funny. That beat is just terrible for that song. Fair. I love this hobby. It's so much fun. I just do me and enjoy the scenery. It's like a great day at the beach surfing. All right, fair, fine, fun. I've unsubscribed from Sports Card Dad. Poor guy. Who here has a local card shop that pays? No. My local card shop, I went the biggest card I ever pulled was back in 2017, 18. I pulled when stuff wasn't so crazy. I pulled a Mahomes rookie and the optic, like some refractor rookie, and I graded it PSA 10. It was about a $2,000 card. I sold it right before the Super Bowl. I went into my local card shop, Legacy, which is probably the biggest card shop in Vegas. They've opened a trading card shop as well. They're very successful. He wouldn't even offer me $1,000. He did say your best bet's go put it on eBay, but he wouldn't even offer me half. So yeah, I don't think now that's a little at card shows and because of the whole mystery pack thing now that people are trying, you might find people that pay. I recently went to a card show 3 or 4 months ago with some vintage basketball, sold a lot of it on Facebook, got rid of it. And then the rest of it, I had to pay some credit card debt earlier this year, so I was getting rid of a lot of my basketball vintage, which I'll pick up again. I want autograph versions, but the last of it, which I couldn't move, it was I wouldn't call garbage, but just I took it to the show. There was a buyer there. Hey, we'll pay 80% because, hey, I even heard him say, we'll use it for our mystery packs. I didn't see. I went the same show a couple weekends ago. I didn't see anyone there buying for mystery packs, but I also wasn't selling, so fair. I mean, he probably took some lumps, but you're better taking your own advice, newcomers. Definitely. One thing I appreciate about the interview with Sports Card SCV is he said it how it is. Buy cheap. Start doing it. Do it cheaply. Start learning. For me, I still, every time I have a conversation at a show, every time I read some of these comments, I'm learning. And I feel like compared to a newcomer, I clearly know way more. So you're always, there's so much to learn. I recently got into the Batman cards. Well, some of these Batman cards, they're from the same year. This one has a black bat. Well, that's the first series. There's also this I don't even remember the damn year, 1966. There's a blue bat and a red bat. So when you start, I was starting to learn more about the T206. So in depth, so many things. There's so much to learn. You're always learning. So yeah, get into it cheap. Don't be buying packs. How the fuck does Sean go from being an inmate to where the other one? Who was the other one that I was like, it's Shine, Logan Paul, Tom Brady, Kevin Oy. These are the big faces. Oh boy, that's worrisome. That's worrisome. Orlando Sally, when MJ dies, that card doubles. Ziggy, I will bet you a lunch. No way in hell. Now the card's not going to go for sale when he dies. Doubtful. If it does, yeah, I'll bet you a lunch, Ziggy, that's not true. The card sold for, normally, cards don't do that, by the way. They take a tiny bump real quick, and then they kind of flatten out. But this card sold for 30. Ziggy, you're acting as if this happened every day. You're acting as if this happened before. You're acting as if there's zero red flags or zero weirdness. You're a smart guy, Ziggy. You know it's a little weird. Come on, bro. I know you're being a little trolly. Say, hey, I just surf. I'm just enjoying the tide. Bullshit, man. You know this is a little weird. If you don't think this is a little weird, yes, you've taken that red pill all the way. Not to go so hard on you, Ziggy, but Orlando agrees. No way. No way. It sold for $13 million. This is not normal. 26. You're saying it's going to double for $26 million. Imagine the Jordan shit you could buy. Let's look it up. But did an NBA Finals jersey of Jordan ever sell? NBA Finals jersey, Michael Jordan sale. 2022, which when it was at the peak, this was the last dance. And maybe you're making
today. Let's stay with today. The number one.
We don't know, but the NBA Finals last dance jersey from '98 sold for $10 million, less than the fucking card. A jersey worn by Jordan in Game 1 of the 1998 NBA Finals. I know which one I'd rather own. That's personally me. I'd know, even as a card guy, I'd rather own his Game 1 1998 NBA Finals jersey. And it sold for less. With the on-card autograph sold for 2.7, 2021, before the... All right. Anyways, the Finals jersey has sold. It was during the peak in 2022, and it sold for $10 million. Hanoi agrees. I don't know if he's being sarcastic, but he says it doubles or triples. I'm just trying to read some of the chat. Tom, you're an interesting dude. American Arbitrage goes to Legacy. Yeah, American Arbitrage got a little, I feel like we started our channel about the same time, and the stuff he did I do think he probably paid for views, but because people just don't watch in that amount, the amount he was getting. However, yeah, he's built a nice little channel. Yeah, Legacy is a big card shop here. It was the first. When I moved here 8 years ago, I think there was 2 card shops. Dark Side, which is more a Magic the Gathering TCG card shop, and that was across town, and Legacy. Since then, there's got to be a dozen card shops now. I don't see how they all get supported and last. I know breaking is a big part of the, you can't own a brick and mortar card shop without having breaking almost at this point. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, which most are retarded and some which are filthy rich. Okay, so I don't know if, who is this? What, Droopy Dog, welcome. JC, here's mine. Why did it beat the other sale by $300,000? Like, it's fishy that it feels like they wanted this card to be the most expensive card all time. Like, that's just random. It beat it by, like, when this is 7 million to 12 million. Okay, these cards, 7 million, one sold in 2022, December 2023, August 2022, and now all of a sudden in 2025, this happened. I mean, these are generally during the boom. Not saying these cards wouldn't sell for this. We don't know what they would sell for if they came available now. We don't know. But they did sell during the boom, 2022 August. That was the very end of the boom. It's fishy that this card is so much more expensive than everything else. And it's fishy that it just barely beat the last high sale, as if they wanted it that way. The buyers are super sus. I mean, it's not, as my students would say, they're not, it's so cliche that it was Shine and Kevin O'Leary. Fractional ownership is something they're trying, I think, here. That's what they wanted this to turn into. That already failed during the COVID peak. We still don't know who sold the card. The bidding amount was crazy. Who was the other bidder even thinking about spending that much money? And I'm going to add more to this damn list, but that's what I got so far. This card was not sold because of beauty. This card was sold for financial gains. Like, had nothing. We are long past the point of beauty. This card sold because they own, this is Shine in their collection right here. Right? They spent $2 million almost on this card. They have to keep it expensive. They got to keep it noteworthy. They have to keep it going. I don't know how much money they spent on this bad boy. Here's another one, the Jordan LeBron. This is stuff they already own. So it wasn't some random, it wasn't new money. It was these guys that's a little, they own the other one. I need to write this down. They own Secure Collectibles. Holy shit. How have I not wrote that? Chat, thanks for your help. Not how. They own Secure. Am I going to spell collectibles wrong? I just want to make sure I spell it right. I thought so, but just making sure. Collectibles. They own Secure Collectibles, a private loan company for high-end sports cards. For high-end sports cards. I don't know. I'm trying to make my case against you here. No, Ziggy, you're proving you don't know shit. Things do not double in death. That's not true. Madden died recently. His video games went up. They didn't double. Let's think of a player. Who's a recent player that died that I can prove you wrong that their cards did not double? I cannot think of anyone off the top of my head that recently died. Give me somebody. I'll keep thinking. But that's not true. They don't double in death. They maybe go up 20% and find a flat. Hulk Hogan. Thank you. Let's look. I mean, I'll be fair. I don't have a fucking clue. Sales history. What are we going to look up? He has stuff from 1980. Let's try. Oh, there it is. 2. Okay. All right. When did he die? Not in June, huh? This was June. So the card already went down. It sold in December of 2024 for $132,000. This might even be the same card. They're both PSA 9. Do they have the same 9-0? No, different cards. All right, but same. PSA 9 rookie card 1980, 132,000 down to 100. So you think now that he's dead, it's going to sell for 200. September 10th, 2022, 52,000. Let's go by. I mean, it's not gonna work out for us. That card's very rare. It's not gonna have sold. Here's August 24th. Let's just do PSA 6. That'll be some sales. I don't know the date he died. July 24th. He died July 24th. This is the day he died here. So the day he died, it did go up. July 17th, 2,700. $4,500's about double the very next sale, but then it immediately, the same day, $3,500 sale, $3,100 sale. So sure, be the fool that buys it right away. Let's keep scrolling up. 25. So that fool that thinks like Ziggy, no, everything doubles. Sorry, Ziggy. Wait, where was the July 24th? July 17th, 2,700. This is the auto version that sold for this price. So this actually doesn't count. 2,700 to 3,500 went up $800. It did not double. Okay. From 3,500, the next one's 3,100. It continues to go down. 2,500, 2,600. Okay. 2,800, 4,000. Why? No clue. 3,000, 2,300. The last sale's 2,300 on August 19th. And there was one for 3,000 August 14th. So this one is less than it was before he died, the most recent sale. And what did it sell for before he died? July 24th is his death. So it sold on July 17th for 2,700. Here's another one, 2,100. Just to be fair, it was 3,200 here in May. So 3,200 is a lot more than after he died. Here's 2,000, and the most is 1,700 in April. And the most recent sale is 2,300, $3,000. So it did not double, in fairness. And we looked at a big card here. This is a rare rookie card of Hogan. This is his biggest card. But I also think Ziggy is just trolling. Ziggy is not stupid. He knows these are all weird oddities. Like, how much more? If I can add 4, why are there so many things that make this sale so weird? So different, you know. It's a little fishy. It smells.
Secure is private.
This is supposedly their friend. This is who Warshaw learned cards from. Jesus Christ. What is their name? Pulled Packs, I think. Pulled Wax.
Private lending and private sourcing for all of the most valuable cards. Now, you guys know Shine is one of the most prominent collectors in the entire space, and very glad.
Who anyone also that knows, they don't trust it. They, if any true person in the hobby, they hear Shine and they immediately say, I'll pass.
I had to call him a friend. These guys broke the record. $12.9 million. One sports card. Do you understand the eyeballs?
Ziggy, you're so interesting. I mean, if interest rates come down, you think the millennials, Gen Z, is going to buy cards or a fucking house? Which one? And what would you advise? If interest rates come down, would you advise a young man, a young woman to get balls deep into sports cards or buy a fucking house and start a family? Which one? I know which one I would preach. I know which one's better for society. Sure, let's keep telling them to put their money in cards. The interest rates come down, go buy cards. Now, maybe you're saying interest rates come down. It's cheaper for the big institutionalized money to get free money. And they're still not going to put their money here. They're going to put their money where they have for hundreds of years. Not in this new random alternate class just because Kevin O'Leary, who's 71 years old, thinks it's a good idea. Because he got shined by Shine.
Kevin O'Leary's going to have when private.
Keep commenting, Ziggy, because it pumps me up. It gets me going. You're wrong. And yes, all the big money, Ziggy, is in your corner. That is true.
Institutional money comes into sports trading cards. Today and yesterday might have been the last days to secure these grails that have been hiding because yesterday's price is not today's price. Now, that doesn't mean you're small.
I hate this guy. Now, he's a seller. He's a salesperson. He's fake. Mao, it's all about those vintage auto rookies. I really believe. I look at those pop counts. I look at it. Anyone that's going to go back wants autograph stuff. You could buy a Ricky Henderson. The Ricky Henderson does have quite a bit. Who do we want to look up? How about Johnny Bench? What year is Johnny Bench rookie card? That's something I do need to look up. And a lot of you that have been on the channel, you've already heard this from me. But let's go Johnny Bench, 1968 tops. So we're going to be able to see how many are graded in his rookie and then also the autograph grade through PSA. So that's what I want to do now. And I do think it's an untapped market. I feel like sports cards are ridiculous right now. This is something that people are just not. It's been a while. So there's certain money there. There's certain people that are onto this. and certain people fight against me. Johnny Bench has 11, almost 12,000 rookie cards. In a PSA 10, it sells for a lot of money. There's 17. All right, let's look how much it sells for. In a PSA 10, because there are 17, it sold for 72 grand a week ago, 10 days ago, $72,000. There are 17. This is a better investment than that damn MJ Kobe. Now let's look at the auto. You just click here, PSA DNA certified. We got to hit search. Oh, not there. Search again. And there are 725, a little more than I thought, of the bench auto rookies. So from 12,000, it makes it just automatically the more rare version. It's now you have this alternate version. Now there is a refractor version. It's the auto version. If it happens to have Hall of Fame or some text on it, why can't I? Inscription, it normally does a little better. The collectors or investors want that. But there's only 725 of the best catcher of all time, his rookie card from 1968. And that's where I just see there's some value. And I think you can buy this card for $500. Bench 1968 auto rookie PSA. And you got, this is a good one. This is the Mint 810. I mean, there's only one 910 and there's 18. So, I mean, that's creme de la creme. So sure, it sells for $6,500, but here's a version, PSA 3 auto 10 that sold for $290. Beautiful. Best catcher of all time. It sold for $300. I mean, do people just not appreciate the history of it, the sport of it? Is that it's just not what it's about? But the people that stay in it, this is what they're going to move to. I really wholly believe this is what we're moving. I just don't see how this is a bad buy at $300. I just don't see it. $500. This one is authentic. This one has the Rookie of the Year inscription, so that's nice. It doesn't have graded card or auto. First of all, the card looks in damn good shape. Hard to know, but the card looks really nice shape. The auto looks like it would grade a 10. I would assume. Excuse me. And this card sold for $500. What the fuck? See, this is why I never understand. This is why things are weird. This is August 10th, 2025. 810. It sold for $2,700. An 810. I don't like this auto as much as that other one that wasn't, but it's an 810. 21 is the cert number, and then we scroll all the way up. 10 days later, the same card, different cert number, no inscription. Johnny Bench sold for $6,400. So maybe they think this card's in such nice shape they can crack it. It's a 910. Maybe they don't even have to crack it. Maybe these big time autograph people looking for money, they're looking for these type of cards. They more so that card. I don't see anything better with this card offhand than where's the other one? I mean, they're both 10-8s. One sold for $2,700 10 days ago. One sold for $6,000 a couple days ago. I mean, I just don't understand that. But anyways, I like this stuff. This is where I think it's at. It's rare. When people now move into the vintage, they're going to be looking for that autograph stuff. And that's where I just think it's undervalued. Here's the all-time sales. I mean, it just beat it by 300 grand. You have the Wagner. It's all baseball. The first basketball is the LeBron auto rookie parallel. 9 out of it's a 910. What is this numbered to? Out of 23, is that what it is? That would make sense. That's a high price. Does that hold? Does that hold value over time? When was this sold? 2021 for $5 million. LeBron is a legend. LeBron is would this card sell for $5 million today? Would this card sell for honest question? Would this damn card sold in 2021 at the peak for $5 million? Is this card selling? Even some consider the best, and I don't, but top 5. Some consider him the best basketball player of all time. I don't think if it sold today, it'd sell for $5 million. What are we doing? 58 minutes. I got 10 minutes left. I think hour is a good time. Luca 4.6. I'm pretty sure I read. Shine bought this card. I'm pretty sure I read. Shine bought this card for $500,000, little less. Turned around and sold it for this, 4.6 in 2021. Turned around and bought the card again. I think at 3 million. I'm guessing there's another sale on this card. Here's a 1.8, 1.3. Oh, that's what Card Ladder has it currently valued at, 1.4. Now, do I trust Card Ladder's value? No, but I would agree that this card is not anywhere near $4.5 million today, and this very well could be in their collection. They have to make sure this stuff doesn't fall in price. This LeBron, all right, fair. This one sold in 2025 for 4.2, a little less than the other one, but still sold for good, about the same in 2025. Where's that other one? 2021, 5 million. So it did sell for less. I mean, it did sell for less. It sold for nearly $1 million less. $1 million's not a little money. It went down 20%. So when people, when institutional money puts money into $5 million into something, normally they're good enough where they make money on that. They collect interest over the months on whatever they're doing. They make money monthly. This card in 4 years lost $1 million from 5.2 to 4.2. I'm not making it up. This is what we're finding during our research. It lost 20% of the value on a legendary card. So the 13 million, that would be 3.6 loss. So that means that $13 million card would sell for 9 million if it lost 20%. Sheesh. Like this Trout's not a $4 million card. It sold in 2020. How much money did this person lose? It hasn't sold since 2020. What is Card Ladder has it valued at 1.2? That's probably being generous. Is this even $1 million card if sold today? What numbers was Kevin O'Leary looking at when he says, I'm the analytics guy? Mr. Wonderful said they would not sell the card for at least 10 years. I believe that. I mean, I believe that. I think it's something they want to hold, but I also think it's a huge PR desperation. We got to keep our cards. We have to keep our collection, all our other inventory. We got to keep it relevant and expensive. Everything on the 90% on this list is baseball. There's the other one. I was not wrong. In 2022, he rebought the card for $3 million, and I'm pretty sure they still own this card, and this card's not $3 million. So by overpaying on this Jordan Kobe card, it helps keep some of this other modern stuff they're heavily invested to. That's my take. I mean, that's really what I think. I love vintage Magic. I think there's so much vintage Magic that when Alpha is the very first year, Beta, there's money there. It's just too cheap. Eventually, there has to be money that gets put into vintage Magic. It's too cheap. I almost like that over buying any sports cards right now. I continue to buy my Vince McMahon rookie whenever it's out there, but I do like vintage Magic. Here's a Jordan patch auto 2024 sold for $3 million. I'd be very curious if this is in their collection. Were they the buyer? A 1 of 1. A nice looking card. Is it a $3 million card? I mean, that's what it sold for in 2024. What is it going to sell for in 2030? What is it going to be worth in 2035? I'm very, this is not, we've never seen $3 million cards. That's just not something that it's normalized all of a sudden. And I want to see, talk to me in 10 years, and it's a Jordan 101. It's a beautiful card. It is a beautiful card. Is it a $3 million card? I don't know. What did this recently sell for? In 2021, it sold for 2.8. Same grade. Let's see what this is selling for. Let's go by. So the highest sale of this was 2.8 million in 2021. In 2022, it goes down to 750. These are all the same. They're all the 10, as good as it gets. Legend Tom Brady, now in the hobby. And let's go by date. What did this recently sell for? $208,000. I hope Ziggy still here. $208,000 is sold for 200. Oh, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Now I might be wrong. This is 2025. The highest sell was, yeah. Holy shit. I'm not wrong. It sold for $2.8 million, and now it's 10% of that. And it's not because he's not a legend. You can't get any more legendary than Tom fucking Brady. Sold for $750, sold for $555. What analytics was this dude watching when he said, I'm the analytics guy?
Card, and then decided
in the syndicate, got me into the hobby about 3 years. Paul Warshaw, the guy that I mentioned is in the syndicate, got me into the hobby about
I feel he's 71 and he got duped. He got took. We got duped. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. Where the hell was I? Yeah, so this card, 2.8 million 4 years ago. Almost 4 years ago to the date. It now sold 2 months ago for 208,000. 289,000. Just continuing to, every sale is less and less. I don't it's all BS, man. It's what numbers are you looking at? The numbers you're looking at are your collection going down, these fancy NBA cards you own, and you need to make sure it stays relevant, and there has to be a huge sale to make sure everything else stays propped up. That's what I think. That's what I think. Let me get my life together here. This was a crazy story, this Rajah Jackson thing. Jesus. Nah, the video may be inappropriate for some users. Yeah, we'll not do it. All right. Is this still going?
I mean, if Jokic got lean, I'd be concerned.
Right.
The way he plays the game, being a big boy, like, helps. So we'll see with Giannis or with Luka how that impacts his car or his play. I don't buy the first year thing. Like, it's rookie cards. If you're talking first year, it's rookie cards. And
they're tough to listen to, man. Just tough to listen to. Boring. This is boring. This is boring. What else? I think I'm running out of stuff here. I think I've made my case. I'm going to check chat. Anything else we can add to these red flags? That's kind of why I wanted to. I mean, anything else you're seeing that we could add to these red flags? They see the modern market coming back to earth. They're protecting their investment 100%. Yes. I'm so far back on chat. Let me get down to the bottom here. Gio, I think that's you. Welcome, bro. I hope we do that thing Saturday. I'm hoping me and Gio go live on Saturday on both our channels. You could ask the guy anything, talk some shit. Dollar is crashing, so might as well burn money on Jordan cards. Brady and Mr. Wonderful both invested. FTX went bankrupt. Yeah, and the third guy, Orlando, is Logan Paul. So our three guys on Mount Rushmore here are 71-year-old Kevin O'Leary, Tom Brady, who doesn't have a clue, and Logan Paul, Crypto Zoo. If you're just joining us, I thought that the sale being so close to the other all-time sale was ridiculous. It seems like they wanted it to be the highest card ever sold. The buyers are extremely sus, as my students would say. The fractional ownership has already failed. Sellers remain unknown. Who else was bidding on this crazy amount on a card? Some people have speculated Nat Turner, just bidding it up so to make sure it's the highest sale of all time. Finally, they own Secure Collectibles, a private loan company for high-end sports cards. I'd love to add more to this list, but I wish it was just, it doesn't feel like an organic, regular, normal thing. There's too many things that make it seem fishy. Here is the real issue behind 2025 in the internet. Anyone can say anything and not be questioned right after. They let them ramble and speak. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong. I was just thinking tough to list. Dude, no doubt. I mean, I couldn't even keep it on 30 seconds. I was going to lose viewers. I mean, it's just rough, man. Why do they think that's their lane? But I just interviewed Chris Sewall from Baseball Sports Card Collector Investor, and I've already said this earlier. He made it pretty clear. Those channels are there for business. They're there because it keeps them somewhat relevant. It keeps them with business flowing. Those 350 people in that live today, half of them are probably buying something. Even though Baseball Card Collector Investor Dealer only makes, he says, a video a week now, he still gets hit up with offers and this, and I hear you're fair, buy my collection. It still tremendously helps. So I do think the viewership is fake. I do think I'm way past that. I just don't think, Saturday night, my bad. Yes, Saturday night. We're hoping to go live, his channel, my channel, and let the chaos begin. Logan Paul, yeah, dude, no doubt. Me and my coworker were talking about it because I don't watch a ton of wrestling, but here and there, Logan Paul is a damn good wrestler. Can't stand the guy. I mean, I really think he's a trash dude. He's actually a pretty damn for not like growing up in it and just going with it. dude can wrestle. I mean, he's very athletic. Garbage human, garbage person, just garbage. The first step in making all the kids. All right, I'm moving on from that. This isn't the same fractional like COVID. Take a breath. Breath sounds good. Kevin O'Leary admitted to paying that price so nobody else could own it, which makes me believe they didn't care what they paid for it as long as it was a lot. It wasn't just a lot. I think they really wanted to make sure it was the most expensive card ever sold. I mean, it just that's too clean for me. Too weird. They didn't go hundreds of millions of dollars over. They went 300 grand over just to make it's just so they're different cars. Why is it so close? Why they wanted it to be the highest sale of all time? They did. Fractional will make a comeback. It's been there, done that, man. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't know if that's true. I was a little disappointed in his live. He shouted out like, "Hey, you got to be educated. Go watch our stuff, our stuff." He never mentioned any of his buddies' channels.
Absolutely. All right, let's get
Josh
and what things sold for using a product.
The UI and splitting those things out. And then,
this is boring.
Actively working.
Have they ever listened to sports radio? Have they listened to a minute? Have they ever watched a game show in their life? Oh my God! Listen to some sports radio.
Tools for that.
Why is he whispering?
So those are some big things right now, and lots of other stuff coming. We've been doing a lot of back end. Excuse me. So
I love it. I love it. You can't even miss a beat. I don't think I have much else. We went over Shine's collection. We went over some of these red flags, and fine. Fractional ownership failed. We don't know who sold the damn card. Why did the card sell for $13 million? I mean, let's start there. Anyone that the card is not $13 million. It's just not. Why was there a bid to get it up that high? It's fucking weird. They own Secure Collectibles, a private loan company. They have this huge collection of NBA modern cards. It seems like the sale was not genuine. I mean, there seems like there was some motives behind this $13 million sale. I wish I could say I didn't feel there was motives, but I do. And this is what Shine wants the hobby to become.
Right now, we're looking for like a Messi 101. Messi 101, Ronaldo 101, a Messi Holland dual autograph patch.
This is the guy that's pulling the curtains over 71-year-old Kevin O'Leary.
And these materials in the card are worn from jerseys they wore in games, and then they sign them, and then they're randomly inserting these packs and distributed around the world.
Look how fancy he makes it sound. They take them from jerseys worn from games. This hasn't been done since the 90s. Like all of a sudden, it's a huge deal. These people don't even know what it is, and it's distributed around the world.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to make a comment. Hold up. I want to talk about this. Anyone that has this fucking thing, anyone that has this little ripper that looks super cool, that's totally unnecessary, stop it. Stop it. Hold up. Look at that. I mean, look at this. It looks like it belongs in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. And then just look what they're what is going on? Oh my God, this is what he wants. He wants to fake people and hey, it's $13 million. This is where it's at. This is where you should put your money. I don't agree. I don't agree. The sports card nonsense, you are a big channel, everyone in it for the cash. I mean, a lot of people do talk trash on Gio, and please come bring that Saturday night. I find Gio, most of them won't even say 10% of what Gio would say. So I do give him some credibility, yes, the guy's trying, he has a breaking company. The guy has a sports card network, I mean, he's trying to, it's in it for the cash, but at least I feel he tells what he really feels. Even if I think what he says is wrong and he thinks what I says is wrong, at least I feel like he's saying what he feels. Where most of these guys, I've reached out to sports card investor. I've reached out to card collector. I've reached out to sports card readers. The only 3 guys. Everyone else I've reached out to has contacted me back. Those are the only 3 that have not. And I don't think Roth Cards would say how it is, but at least Gio and Saturday, bring these comments. Make him answer them live. Make him answer them live. I hope you're sweating. Cash and hobby in it for both. I mean, he's not going to tell you any different. You know, I mean, he clearly knows a little more about cards. I'm very curious. On Saturday, we'll find out his $13 million take. What is his take on this card? Is it just all beautiful? We'll find out. Sorry, NFL is too woke. Sports, the fact that they're Run Good Life. What is going on? Jesus Christ. Run Good Life and Sports Card Nonsense, because he has the resources to tip up people in petty litigation that could find financially sink smaller creators. I must have missed something in Volcanic, what he said, but good to see you. Run Good Life, Dumbia, all the sports, the fact that they make so much, it's really hard. Like the NBA has gone, me and my coworker, NBA heads, love the NBA. The NBA product right now is terrible. MLB, you could have said that 4 years ago. MLB made the bases bigger. They put the clock. Both of those things help the MLB tremendously. Stolen bases are back. Stolen bases are fun. The guys, they have to face 3 batters now. The relief pitchers can't just come in, out, Bruce Bochy style. The game lasts forever. No, you got to face 3 batters. These were good moves. NBA better get to it. I love the NFL. I do think the NFL has a very good product. Probably the best product of the bunch. Do they make too much? Maybe. I'm curious who the hell you're talking about here. I've been threatened by him. He's a bigger content creator. Let me scroll up. Who the hell has anyone? On Jeff Wilson. Interesting. You know, if they didn't, my question, Run Good Life, is if they didn't, did they ever go after Sports Card Radio? I mean, if they never went after them, I know that is wild. I got to say, Collector Charles, that is wild. Didn't see that coming today. Not just Good Life, but also Geo. Crazy. Atlanta Showbillies. That's people hate it or love it. I like it. Didn't know that Run Good Life. Anyways, I'm just catching up on the comments. I don't really have much else. I've made my case on why I see there's some red flags with this sale. I wish it was a little more genuine. I wish there wasn't these flags here yesterday when I made the video, it just came out. I taught all day. I interviewed Chris Seawall. My mind was everywhere. I didn't have time to process this. And as I did the video, I started researching more. This one stinks. This guy.
Kobe Bryant autos went up because they did not. But the grails, the big car.
This is who you want to trust with your wife. This is who you want to trust with your money. I'm putting all my trust in this mother right here.
The impossible to find has just went into outer space.
He has Blez vibes. This guy gives me Blez vibes.
Guys, congratulations if you hold these big assets. Sports trade.
Hold on. This guy, whatever. I don't love his content, but what's his name? EDI Sports. He did a whole, we're going to call this dude out real quick. He did a whole video. I thought this was funny. Good thumbnail. I think he was sick or something. He didn't make content for a while. We can even go into his thing. He talked shit on me on, I don't know, trying to get clout with Sports Card Radio. He's been back 1 day, 2 days, 4 days. Yeah, there's a reason his views don't do very well. But look, he made this whole video, and the whole time he calls it a Kobe Bryant, LeBron James card. That's where we're at. I mean, redo the video. Fix it. Put some text over where you fucked up. He does it multiple times. Calls it a Kobe. I've made mistakes. We all make mistakes. If I had sat there and said it's a Kobe LeBron card, I'm probably re-editing the video.
So low.
Let's see. I don't even know if we'll find it, Julia. Some people say I need to get, maybe the more I go live, I do need to get YouTube Premium here so we don't got to sit through that. I do have it on my own personal account. I don't know if we're going to catch him saying the Kobe LeBron card, but it was bad in his comments. It's a Kobe and Jordan, not LeBron. Anyways, I was curious his take. I didn't love the take, but he was bringing up, is it real or not?
Crypto. And the question to you is, why would you believe him now? But
some of these guys are so hard to listen to. I mean, you have there's just no business. They never watched sports radio in their life or didn't take notes or didn't think what works.
You knew that he was wrong then. And this is the danger. I honestly believe that there is now a narrative. There is now.
All right, I'm over it. Anyways, he calls it a Kobe, Jordan, or LeBron card, and it's just like, God damn you. Let's see. How does this work, Gio? Does he still get to make videos on his own? How are his videos doing? 15, 16. He is still making videos on his own, not as much. This guy joined sports card nonsense recently, and I thought he was he seemed out of all the card content, he was before my channel got any push, his channel was starting to get some push. People were starting to like his stuff. I mean, 2,000, 10,000, 2,000. I assume all this is organic. 1.8, 8,000. I don't know when he joined sports card nonsense. His videos are doing about the same. 7,000 a month ago, 4,000, 5,000, 2,000. Let's see. I haven't watched this dude's video in a long time. We need to talk.
Guys, we need to talk about the new collector challenge. Now, if you are new,
it's very low volume for me. I don't know about for you. When progress slows, a real talk update on the new. What the fuck is the new collector challenge? I already hate it. God damn it. How many people watch this? 913, 15 hours. Not terrible. This is such a quality update. I love this update. All right, I guess we need to be updated. I think it's totally understandable and honestly reflects a new collector's journey. Really appreciate the content. Your content to produce excellent content. Comments 16. All right, the people liked him, but only 16. Let's see.
The new collector challenge is something.
It's so low. Is it? If it's gonna be that low, we can't watch it. I can't turn it up anymore. I'm gonna ask the chat real quick. Is the volume too low on this thing?
Started at the beginning.
All right, Volcanic says it's good. I have no idea what it is. Is the volume too low or high? Sports Card Dad is a COVID up. Oh, definitely. Anthony, no doubt. Well, a lot of new people in the chat today. Droopy Dog. Oh, I accidentally just deleted a Droopy Dog comment. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Check text message like in the moment. Why, you want to come on? You want to come argue? Hold up. Hold up. Let me see. I'm checking Geo's text. Yes, Geo, that would be awesome. Geo's asking, can we make it possible for guys to join? The problem is, Geo, I'm just learning how to make sure both of us get on. I think the gold is in people calling. When I went on to Sports Car Radio Live, dude, I didn't want to hear them anymore. Plus, they sucked, but I wanted to hear people call in. I don't know how to make that happen yet. I will look into it today after this and tomorrow, see if I can figure if it's easy to get people to call in. And hell yeah, man, that would escalate the show. But just with you and I, with everything going on, it's going to be a little hard to run, I'd say. But yes, I think that would be really cool. I think having people call in yeah, man, that's how sports talk works. And that's missing in the hobby. Geo wants the smoke. I love it. Like, let's give him the smoke. Let's do it. He'll take it. He believes in what he believes. None of us believe his way, but he believes, and some of his viewers believe. And he also I do think he tells more of the truth than not. A little bit of a shill. Sorry, Geo. That's what they'd say. But I respect his honesty. Get Ham on. I'd need to know more about Ham. I mean, it's interesting content, but where does he stand? And I heard he talked some shit on me last week, and they're not going live tonight, huh? Don't they normally do Tuesday night? I wanted to go check in on them. What's their name? God damn it, I forget it every time. I just go to Sports Card Dad Live. I don't think they're going live tonight. Tonight's Tuesday. Am I crazy? Don't they go live Tuesday? They did it 5 days ago. Maybe they're changing their time. I don't know. Who's there? Who's not there? No flipping Steve. All right, but they're not there. Yes, you're right. They were opportunistic from COVID. I would agree. Can you hear this, by the way? I'm kind of curious. You guys are telling me this update's good. I have no clue what it is. I already don't like it that it's a new collector challenge, but I can't barely hear it.
Of 2025, where I took $100 and I said, let's see how big of a collection / just like
I turned it up in my headphones, so maybe you can all hear it. We'll probably kind of end here. Michael Ham is here. Mike, come on with us. Well, I don't know how to figure it out, but we'd love callers. I don't know if I can figure out how to get callers. Me and Gio are planning. He'll go live on his channel. I'll go live on mine. That's the plan. And Rose, see where they go. But yes, callers would make the show. It would elevate the show. I'd have to meet Ham. I met Ham at the Nationals. Seemed like a real good dude. I just don't know a lot about his takes on some of this stuff. I'd assume if you watch the content, you kind of agree with half the stuff I say. I'd assume but I also don't know a lot of where he lies on any of this stuff. Oh, I didn't talk any crap. All right, interesting. A lot of people were saying you went on to Off-Centered, and I didn't care, whatever, but that's what they were saying. You can't believe, I'm glad you said that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Content's content, right? I say a lot of stuff. You could disagree with me. I don't mind. Sports Card Dad is so opportunist. That is true. I don't think you're wrong there.
Hard business would we be able to grow over the course of the year? had a lot of ups and downs. The only real update that I have for you, unfortunately, right now is there's not much of an update. Went into the National, I posted a video talking about how I wanted to do some buying and stuff for the new collector challenge, and that did not really go well. I didn't find much on the show floor.
Yeah, it was all overpriced. It's always going to be overpriced. There's many different ways to buy cards now. So, I mean, at least he didn't go in saying, hey, look at all this big card I bought.
Then when it
Is that Harry Potter? I've thought the same damn thing. I have thought the same thing. A way nerdier Harry Potter, though. I mean, and that's saying something. Harry Potter's pretty nerdy. This is an even nerdier Harry.
And I was so locked in and focused on content, networking, and then, of course, buying some cards for me and my sports card business that the new collector challenge kind of got pushed to the side unintentionally. And since then, I have been really, really busy. We have.
All right, critique. You got to get to it. You got to get to it. That's my critique. Maybe I'm overcritical. You got to get to it.
I got back from the National and I had COVID. That was a bunch of fun, knocked me out.
Bro, hey, let me call this dude out. What, you just watched my channel, Stanley? Stanley, I have videos of my whole collection. I have cards there. I have cards surrounding me. So here. So eat shit, bro. People don't want to watch that. That's just what it is. If I show you cards, I'm going to get 50 views. It's not interesting. But yes, I love sports cards. What's happening right now is bothersome. It's frustrating, and we'll see where it goes. But dude, if I showed you sports cards, you wouldn't even know what my channel was, and that's just the truth.
For a good 5-6 days.
And sorry if you were saying that in kindness, in curiosity. I feel like it's a little bit of a troll, so sorry. I got a little defensive, but it is the truth. I mean, if I just show you cards, no one watches. If you watch my National stuff, I showed you the Batman stuff I picked up. If you come to my lives, I went to a card show last week. I showed you some of the stuff I picked up. There was a guy I met at the National. He watches the stuff. We sat together at the same table at this face group dinner. He also is a dealer. He has a connect with Japan. So he had all these Menko cards. By the way, Menko is not a brand. Menko just means trading card in Japanese, something I learned. But anyways, I pulled up the Mickey Mouse, the Betty Boop, the da-da-da. You don't want to see it. It's boring. Nobody gives a shit.
I had to make a 16-hour drive up to
at IHG's Holiday Inn Express.
Whoa. I do. Okay. If I'm going to come live and show videos, you are not wrong. I need to pay for YouTube Premium on this account as well. I hate commercials. That can't happen. That shit was so loud. Why is that video so low? I have that problem too, so I'm not hating that. The volume is always a tricky one.
Family here. We're spending some time with my in-laws. And
yeah, they are in a fantasy league. And whoever's in that fantasy league, Mike, I'm sorry to say this, I kind of don't trust you guys. I mean, he's in a fantasy league with you guys, and he wouldn't give one of you a shout out on his live when he's talking about all the good educational content. I think I got rid of it. Lame. And you better, kiss the rock.
We've got the 4-month-old, we're staying with them, trying to keep the card.
Stanley, not sure if you were trolling or not. Sorry, I went so hard. Just felt like it. I don't know. I love cards.
Business, doing well and moving and being.
I don't really want to watch this anymore. Yep. Nope. Sorry, bro. He has his support. I mean, he has people. What's he got? Not more subscribers than me. And he's got people. What are comps? The beginner guide to comps. From packs to profit, turning packs into profit. Something I was talking about, baseball card collector, investor, dealer. We're on an hour and a half here. The hardest part is coming up with the content. If you go to Sports Card News website, this shit is boring as hell. It's so dry. There is nothing interesting here. I injured myself 2 years ago. I used a massage gun under my armpit, paralyzed my hand. You have nerves there, paralyzed my arm. We're 2 years later. I'm still working on my finger. This dude, I think that's Campanella, right? Am I crazy? That's Mickey Mantle. Anyways, after his playing career, that's not him, huh? Dodgers? No, New York. I think that is him. After his career, he opens up a corner store in New York. He gets hit by a car and never walks again. Crazy. I mean, one of the best catchers of all time, helped break the color barrier, gets hit by a car right after his playing career. He opens a shop in New York, corner store, never walks again. I mean, when I paralyzed myself, I mean, I never knew if I get my hand back. Thank goodness I did for the most part. But I always got interested in that. Why? But it's just so boring. So my point here is that making interesting card content is not easy. I mean, it's dry. There is no story. You have to come up with it and be creative. And so it's interesting looking at this dude's. You know, we all have a different take on what content should be. And it's not, that is the hardest part by far, is coming up with clever content. It is not easy. Sports cards is boring. I mean, you could go to the news. There's nothing here that's front page. There's nothing here that's second, third, fourth, fifth page. I mean, this is all way back. This is all not even in. I mean, this is garbage news. So it's just hard. I'm not saying, oh, poor me, poor you. This is the tricky part. And so I was just looking at his comment, what are comps? Beginner's guide. All right. I mean, that's definitely not the content I'm making. From packs to profit. I don't all right. I'm not hating. I mean, I think he's one of the people that got a little push, that their channel's not just dying or fake. You know, these are all organic. Anybody else we should go watch? Kevin O'Leary, basketball cards, baseball card collector, dealer, investor. He made an interesting video really quick. I don't know if you watched my video, but I talked about wild card. So wild card has these one of ones. Where is his video? That there's like 10,000 variations of Caleb Williams rookie one of one. And so apparently he made a video and he saw the same thing with Leaf. And I'm having a little trouble finding that video right now too. Am I in the wrong? Two interesting observations. The second observation was, yes, there's like a Gary Sheffield one of one auto that sold for like $10. I mean, just totally watered down everything. And that's what I feel like that's Leaf and Wildcard's plan, to try to stay in competition or stay relevant. But they've just watered down that one-on-one market so much. Let's see if we can find it.
Here, baseball card collector investor. All right, second observation is about Leaf.
Well, I interviewed him Monday. I'm working on the edit. This new information is so interesting. Tomorrow I'm going live with the game, giving away some trivia. When we call it a game show, 15 question trivia. It's fun. Check it out. We do have fun with it. It lasts about 30 minutes. Someone wins a $50 card slab. I don't know what I'm giving away yet. Anyways, his interview will be up shortly. The dude it's a little dry. It's hard. It's pulling. He was almost interviewing me. So, it almost felt like he's much more comfortable at being the question. And it were great questions. I really enjoyed talking to him. I've watched his stuff for 5 years. I think he's I think he's genuine.
I don't talk about Leaf very much, but I feel like I had to after I got this very cool card. And this was in a collection that I bought, and this card was included. It's a 2024 Leaf Metal 8 signature series.
So maybe you already saw this, maybe you haven't. He's going to we'll watch just a little bit of it. He's going to go over just the amount of different one of ones. And now they're just not one of ones. And it just waters down the price on all this stuff.
It features the autographs of Joe Namath, Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw, Joe Theismann, Joe
Stanley. I just want to tell, things bug me. I've had to watch this for 4 or 5 years. So I also know what my audience wants. I think the audience enjoys it. No one talks about it. No one else is doing this. It's interesting. I mean, why are you here? What am I doing right that you're here? I don't think I'm a jerk. I think I don't like the direction some of these guys took. They did it for money. They did it for shill. They're just trying to pump everything, make it look good. And yeah, I don't like it. I mean, that's fine. This is a channel I do like. I don't think I talked a lot of trash on Clever Cuban. I don't know if that's who referring to. I think he's an up and comer. I think his stuff was organic. He's not buying views. Do I think he's a little boring and he needs to get to the point? Yep. And maybe he should listen to that.
Joe Montana, John Elway, Dan Marino, and Jim Kelly. 8 all-time great quarterbacks. All of these quarterbacks are in the Hall of Fame except for Joe Theismann. And there are 23, I counted 23 Super Bowl appearances represented on this card. Really, really cool card. The card is a one of one. The one of one.
Hey, this guy's lying. Now you're just lying. Yikes. I just wanted to see what you collected. Liar. So talking smack. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I literally just wanted to see if you wanted to show what you collect. Yikes, dude. Victim much?
It's kind of tough to see, but it's right there in front of Joe Montana's arm, if you can see that. I decided I was going to send this card to PSA. It was very sharp. It was worth getting graded. And as
Hey, the thing I like about Geo, which makes us work, bro, we want to talk. We want to debate. We're passionate about this. Sorry, I got some passion for it. I thought it was a trolling question. I think this is a victim response. That's what I think. Sorry, I tell you how I think it is.
I was entering it into my PSA submission on the PSA website. PSA has like this drop-down menu which helps you identify your card. You just type in some keywords, and I didn't know the name of this variation, so I typed in the keywords and then was going through the list, and there was just version after version after version.
Okay, after this, we'll go roast Mojo, and then we'll call it a night. We're almost going on 2 hours here, hour and a half. I do like roasting Mojo. He kind of deserves it. It's fun. It's all in fun. Probably a nice dude. It's fun to, yeah.
Of one copies of this card, and it just kept going, and they're all titled something different, of course. Super gold, pink crystal, super silver purple flood, dark blue crystal, red crystal, black shimmer, dark blue.
And this is the same thing with Wildcard. Wildcard even did it worse, even more, a lot more.
Shimmer, gold shimmer, and it just went on and on and on. And I've done videos about this, the insane number of parallels that Panini puts out, and Topps is guilty as well. But man, Leaf might, 25 101 variations of the same card. That seemed, pretty extreme, and it sort of led me into looking into Leaf a little bit. And yeah, as bad as Panini and Topps are with their,
like if you read to students this way, none of them would follow along. I'm sorry, Chris, and Chris even knows. I mean, he does it because it keeps the business pumping. It keeps it going. He's a genuine dude. He's not paying for views, and I think his content is organic and genuine to cards. But you got to have some voice. No, am I wrong? It's hard. It's a tough listen.
Oversaturation of parallels. I think Leaf might be.
And I love this dude. If I could go to lunch with almost any content creator, he'd probably be the guy. I mean, I really respect it. I really respect Chris for not shilling his stuff, he has this big platform. He doesn't tell you to come buy from him. I think that's great. Gio, you're kind of the same. I like that. I respect that. So I'm not talking shit, but yeah, man, you gotta give me some life.
Even worse. I looked into finding the Leaf checklist for this card online, and I couldn't find it. Most of the websites that do that sort of thing didn't really bother with Leaf because it's just so vast and confusing. I was able to download an Excel sheet from the Leaf website that provided like some sort of checklist, but I can't make heads or tails of it. I put my top research department person on this, and their head literally exploded. So
all right, the head exploded. He can't figure it out. It's not good for cards. I think we're done with this. But yeah, there's just way too many. Does he show some sales prices? I feel like he does. He shows a Gary Sheffield in here. Here's a 1 of 1. I don't know who Dylan Sampson is. 1 of 1 crystal rookie. Oh God, it's on the green. It's on the green. It's 1 of 1. It's crystal. It's on the water crystal. They do the same thing with cocktails. They do the same thing with other stuff to make it sound so fancy. Here it is. Gary Sheffield, 1 of 1 gold, ended for $9.50. So the people that thinking, hey, 1 of 1 is going to keep stuff pumped up, you're wrong. You ain't right. Doesn't matter. There's too much of it. It's endless. It's nonstop. Let's go look at Geo, or not Geo. Mojo Sports. What's he up to?
Listen, if you ain't bad.
Damn, that's loud. I can turn that down. I think clever Cuban got my headphones. I had to turn them up. 4 days ago, sports calls will never be the same. 10,000. What do you know? Kids, right away. I'm sold out. I don't even want to.
My point about.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Next time I go live, I will have YouTube Premium on this account. I can't do it. I mean, you guys can't do it. I can't. I hate ads. Oh, you already know I hate ads. I really hate ads. I'll even start a basketball game 20 minutes late so I could, oh my God, so I could fast forward commercials. I hate ads. I mean, they're literally paid to hypnotize you. Just so you understand this. These people pay that much money because they want to get in your brain. I can't stand them.
I've been so private about this. I don't have fear about fanatics. My fear is I'm giving up a part of myself to do something that I've been thinking about since I was a little boy.
Here's that dude, EDI Sports Card. Can't stand him.
And, oh, man. I've had so many different emotions about this.
I just had bought that massage gun, Gio. I just bought it. I boxed for a long time. I went to Sacramento, my sister's wedding. I come home. Summer just ended, or excuse me, the school year just ended. I'm starting my summer. And bro, I woke up and just my arm is frozen shut. I mean, people thought I had, my coworkers said I had a fake arm. It looked like a fake hand. It turned, my skin on my hand turned brown. It stopped getting blood. I never use that massage gun again. I'll never use. Don't do it behind your knee as well. You have a lot of the brachial plexus is under your armpit. You have a lot of nerves behind your knee. So use the massage gun wisely. My doctor made a very funny joke. He says it's mostly a gunshot wound. However, some do it with a vibrator under their arm. Hilarious. Love the doctor right then and there. But yes, and thank goodness it's mostly my hand will always. I walk around with a fucking towel and it sucks and it's weird. 2 years. I'm hoping it. I mean, it's made a comeback this far. We'll see. Enough of my hand. You guys don't care. Not that you. I mean, that's not why we're here. No sympathy here. No sympathy for me. Magic Wand is not a massager. What else we got? Did Boston Card Hunter sell out? His last live is Friday. Boston Card Hunter. I've never loved his Instagram stuff's not. He has potential. I think he's such a bow down to the others, such a no original thought, but I did see some of his stuff. What did I see? That's how I discovered, I guess, I woke up to the $13 million sale. There's a photo of him and Ruben. Oh God. I mean, if that doesn't, sorry, Gio, but if that doesn't tell you anything and everything, I'll tell you what. They don't ever want me there, but you'll never see me there either. I mean, that's just the fact.
So whatnot, you might.
What is Instagram doing? Why? Explain the logic. You can't rewind a video. I don't know. In Facebook, YouTube, how about in here? I don't know. I don't use Twitter often. I would assume you can. Why the hell can you not rewind a video? I find it's almost fascinating. This is a billion, this is a very big company, big as they get. What's their logic behind not rewinding videos?
Might want to remove the Sharpie from the card.
Data scope, good luck. Big Jason. High roar and a master ball. The hell?
If you're going to sell resale Pokemon packs.
Yeah, Kinger, I have no interest in. I mean, I told Run Good Life this. I think he's somewhat genuine. We've had some good audio conversations back and forth. I hope to have him on soon or in the next, at some point. I have no interest in watching rips. I mean, most of the people in this chat are watching my channel. They don't. And I'm wrong. You watch rips, so I'm wrong. There's one. There's probably more. I have no interest in watching anybody rip anything. I mean, some product I can't afford that's overpriced, something I enjoy or love, and it's got turned into something else. I have no interest in watching people rip anything. And maybe I'm in the minority. I don't think I am. There's clearly an audience for it.
Grab your popcorn for this one.
He has a popcorn. I thought it was a baseball glove. He went to he got some popcorn, now.
FBI is going to tell you the story behind this.
The FBI had got one of Master.
See, he's starting to get a little smarter. I doubt his content was always this way. This is smart. This is what YouTubers do. This is what content creators do. Not giving away. This is what happens. Do you watch content? I mean, this is what they do.
Employees to wear a wire. And this guy got Bill to tell him the story about how he had trimmed the card.
Bill Mastro cut the edges of that card with a paper cutter to.
However, he needs to he's all over the place. Now we're talking about a trim card and FBI and he's such a corporate shill on this stuff. This dude, I don't like his, can I find this guy? Is this the guy? Yes. This guy makes interesting. Of all the people I've found, here's that Rampage thing, which was crazy. Of all the people I've found, he's the only guy that I've seen talk similar to me, but I think the way he puts it together isn't well done. Let's just take a look at one. He's the only person I've heard, sports car registrar, Dan the car. Maybe he takes a certain stance. I just think the way he puts it together needs to be better. He's getting decent views, 5,000, 40,000, 33,000, 13,000. I'm not in love with the way he puts it together. Which one sounds the best? Filling 2 Zion cases full of cards in 5 hours, card show stolen golden auction. Let's do this one. Oh,
isn't it funny that the backyard breaks type of humor wasn't welcome at the National this year? Almost as crazy as if you believe Mary Gamble actually used the vault, especially when she's got poor and suspecting Trevor over.
Let me do something that these other guys don't do. If you're on Instagram, go follow this guy. I mean, he's doing similar stuff. It's not perfect, it's not great, but he's talking similar stuff.
Here to buy her bricks.
Is this card hustle, Trevor?
Meet Trevor, this 16 or 17-year-old aspiring card flip in his 4th year of flipping cards, and it's obvious he's missing out on crucial time of fraternizing with female.
He buys my bricks,
AKA Trevor's a sucker.
and I.
Take note as Mary breaks through the 4th wall to acknowledge her subscribers to let them know, hey guys, we got one.
This time, brought a whole suitcase for him. Let's go through it. Let's get cashed out. Here are the bricks I sold to Trevor.
We're calling them bricks? Because in my time, that means something else. We're calling them bricks. The fuck is going on? We're calling them bricks. Bricks or something else.
Let's go.
Meet Mary, this provocative princess of the pink parallel. She needed some cash, and she knew where to go. She found Trevor.
I think we already watched this part.
AKA I couldn't sell or flip this in the first 48 hours of the National. Remember, he was just sitting on the floor, and I bet his friends think he's cool now because Mary Gamble just offed her cards and took his cash. Cards might be destroying the whole future.
My bad, Kinger. I get in the way. It all gets me, and it gets me fired up.
Generation of men. I gotta be honest, this is when I had the best sports card collection ever. Then I stopped collecting cards, decided to get a degree and get myself into some shape.
Ruggs, you're a really good commenter. I feel like you had a different picture before. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I would agree, and think of the names that followed. Tom Brady, FTX. Kevin O'Leary, FTX. I ran out of fucking water. Logan Paul, Crypto Zoo. I agree with you. And the same guys are getting fooled into it by guys like Shine and Michael Rubin.
Then I decided to stop being an F-boy and have a family. In the interim, I hit my head, and that's why I'm making content. Save your money, go to a gym, learn a trade, stay away from girls with sports cards.
I mean, he's not wrong. He is not wrong. And something being sold to these guys are do this with your life, go meet a girl, go to college, go to the gym. He's not wrong.
It's okay. That's it.
Also, that is what's going to happen. Life is going to kick some of these people, and they're going to go live life. And I would argue that's what happened to a lot of us in the 90s. A lot of us in the 90s, 2000s, we had to grow up. We had to live a life. Is the nostalgia factor there for some of these kids? Sure, maybe they get back into it 20, 30 years from now. That was going to happen anyway. Maybe it'll be at a bigger point. That's fair. Anyways, I think this dude's, I don't know anything about him. So after I gave him a shout out, it's like, shit, I don't know this guy from nothing. But I would say he has 13,000 followers. I am following him, and he makes similar content. He's at least taking a different angle. Oh, here's the big card. Let's see what he had to say.
Guys, what's the difference between the jersey used in this Michael Jordan card and this Michael Jordan card? No, seriously, what's the difference? Because if I call this card fake because we can't prove where the jersey is from, doesn't mean that Upper Deck can prove that they took these logo men from game-worn jerseys.
Hey, that's fair. The way college has become and the price tag on it, Tom, it's all some BS too, bro. No doubt. But the world does need doctors. And I want my doctor to have gone to college. So sure. The average, yeah, man, some of my students, I would love to tell them, go learn everything you can about plumbing. Go learn, because it's not a knock. It's because that's a solid, you don't have to feel lost at 19, 20 years old, which many men, I can't speak for women, do. You have a trade, you're making money, you're bringing in income, you don't feel lost, you don't feel like a loser. I do agree with you on that. But I also think we need doctors, lawyers, nurses, teachers, and I want those people to have gone to college.
And with as much fraud has been going on in the hobby, and as many times as this card has been reslabbed, how do we know that those are still the actual game-worn jerseys? And let's not get started on these signatures, because look at that M in the Michael. Don't you think if Kobe knew he was signing a card that had Jordan on it, he would make sure that...
Hey, the best part of Pokemon being at shows now, we'll call it talent, eye candy, the ladies. God, it's not just all dudes. If you go to a show that's 50% Pokemon, 40% Pokemon, 70% Pokemon, it changes the demographic completely.
That autograph looked very nice. I don't know. Just food for thought. Just asking, if this is worth $13 million and we aren't even sure if these are game-worn jerseys, and don't get me going on grading companies knowing who was sending this card in and, all that type of stuff.
One of my buddies wants to make me I told him it's not my niche, but he wants me to make a video on the Labubu's. I mean, it's not, I don't know. Oh, I need water. What have we going? Almost 2 hours. Find a mentor. This is all good advice. Everything you guys are saying in the chat is good advice. But yeah, the Labubu craze is crazy. Will that continue?
Because degrading services are bullshit too. Preferential treatment is a thing, but let's stay on topic. This being 13 million is just ridiculous. Think about it in 100 years from now. Would you want a Bart Simpson sketch, which might be comparable?
All right, I'm over it. But and sorry if you guys were watching, I'm kind of over it. But yeah, Beanie Babies was a flash in the pan, and they didn't have the internet to keep shilling and pushing it. I do agree with finding a mentor. That's hard these days, man. Everyone's so in their own thing. I feel bad for the younger crew, man. It was hard when I was 19, 20. I remember days, hey, if I'm going to go drive to the next town to go to junior my class, I'm not going to eat dinner, or I'm going to have to figure out dinner. And that was 20 years. I'm sure many of you, though. Imagine that everything just, I feel bad, dude. How are they going to survive? Buy the buyers of these cards or not. What do we got? Enjoy life, be kind, trust no one completely, and everyone a little. Yeah, my trust, Ziggy, my trust. You follow the channel. You know my trust level. I got trust issues. Ain't that the truth? All right, gentlemen. On trust issues, I think that's what I got. We did a lot. I really wanted to add more to this. I guess I only had the first 3 filled in, so I did fill in the last 4, but I just found so many red flags with that sale. That's what inspired today. Tomorrow, we'll do a little more talk on this. We'll do the half-hour trivia night. It's always fun. I don't know what I'm giving away yet. It'll be some $40, $50 slab. But guys, have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. I clearly enjoy being here with you guys, or I wouldn't come live. It's lasted 2 hours now. So yes, I really do enjoy the comments, the chat. I get to learn more by diving in like this. I'm educating myself through these lives every time. And I just enjoy the chatter. So look out tomorrow for that. Saturday, me and Gio hopefully going live. Bring the heat. Don't let them off easy. And guys, just have a great night. Have a good evening. Take care. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, thanks, guys. Have a good night. I'm going to end the stream here. Bye-bye.